Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Where else would you rather be on a Saturday evening but inside Chase Center with the Warriors taking on the Pelicans for the second time this year. The injury news mixed. Steph Curry is out with a quad contusion, but Jonathan Kuminga is back. GP2 with the ankle is able to go. Post does another three, and he got it.
And Derek Queen is just helping off so much.
The power of Zion, and Moody came to help and knocked that away. Saddiq Bey up and under, picking it in and drawing the foul.
Saddiq Bey has been really good this year.
Butler, beautiful finish there. Jeremiah Fears with the quickness. Quentin Post sends it away. Fears comes up with a steal. Queen will just shoot the foul line jumper.
He's got that in his game.
1 year at Maryland. He was the 13th pick of the draft. The lob, Draymond to Jimmy, and he tipped it up on his second jump. How about that?
He cross pass with Pods there.
Fears right to the rim. So Micah Peavy in along with Mr. Alvarado. They get inside, pump fake, and the finish.
Get him working in the paint ASAP.
And Kuminga high for that rebound, and he's going to hammer that down.
He's looking pretty healthy.
Think about posting up Zion, but Peavy driving and a nice finish.
Yeah, he can take people off the dribble.
40th pick out of Georgetown. So now you start to see, all right, you're that cold. McGowan hits the three, and it's a one-point game. The heel taking it inside and flipping it up and in. Alvarado launched the three himself, barely tick iron, ricocheted right inside, and you don't want Zion to get a freebie like that. Zion getting to the left hand, and nice. That in.
That's nice.
Looney jumper.
Yep.
Why not?
He's got that. Basically, he was looking to get it to Zion Williamson inside.
Zion is starting to percolate a little bit. Steve Kerr sensing that. We'll use a timeout. Butler turning it over. That's a rarity. And Fears, quickest man to dunk that down. Butler finding GP2.
There's a threatening drive.
There you go. Tic-tac-toe. Finding GP2 again.
When in doubt, cut.
Moody ends the streak. The Warriors have been 1 of 19 on threes, and Moses rails the triple. Jimmy didn't finish there, but if you lose GP2, where will he be?
Around the basket.
Deflected out to Jimmy. Shot clock at 3. He checked it. Baseline 3. GP2's there again.
They're just not boxing him out. He got a running start that time.
Saddiq Bey's got deep position there. Finding Peavy, unable to finish.
Well, first of all, the problem started when Alvarado cut through there unattended.
Moody putting it up and in, and dropping the foul. He put his head down and got to the goal line. They deny Fears. Draymond was there as last line of defense. Spencer running, and Pat finishes off the Peyton delivery.
A little hang time for Pat Spencer.
What a beautiful delivery. And Misi, that should have been a goaltend, and it is. Ray Acosta, they got it. Shot clock at 12. Misi down the lane, laid up and in. That's a nice take right there.
Yeah, it was kind of an awkward closeout.
Butler down the lane, GP2, he's there again to lay it in.
Yeah, they're just helping off at GP2 and not paying enough attention to him.
Into Jimmy again. Good catch, good finish.
He's just running the floor. Ran straight to the middle. No one kept an eye on him till it was too late.
Alvarado lob. Peavy did well just to catch it, and Misi guided it home. Zion Williamson holding at the elbow, getting around Draymond to put it up and in. They made Zion work. It's only his 7th shot attempt. He thought about the trail 3. Pajemski, Zion, pretty good recovery. Reload 3, and Brandon's got a triple for his first field goal of the night. Fears that quickness and right to the rim to lay it up and out. Fears, quickest man to the ball, just turned and fired one in from 3. Jeremiah Fears, the 1 year at Oklahoma, the 7th pick overall. Moody catching that in motion and getting all the way to the rim.
That's the .5 decision you need. When the decision is clear, that defender isn't going to be able to cut you off if you go quick.
Talk about quick. That's where Zion I mean, he's 6'6", 284. He's noticeably leaner than previous years, but man, that first step and the skill with the left hand.
Well, he wasn't going to take the 6 points in the first half lying down.
Jamski coming alive here. They've beaten Chicago 143-130. They've been scoring. They've been competitive. Butler's got 14. Butler on the big man, Misi. Post. Roping the baseline to put that up and in.
Oh, he wants GP2 do it for the whole first half almost. He's like, I can do that too.
Sadiq Bey right to the rim.
Yeah, Draymond didn't really want to help off Zion there. He just set the screen. They got some movement into that ball screen.
Zion to pick up the dribble. Look at that. There's very few guys in the league that just have made that play. Pajemski, post up Jimmy on Alvarado. Cycle around, Pajemski dropping in another three. So Brandon didn't score in the first half. He's been outstanding here with 10. Draymond's playing the game there. Okay, Zion, you hit the elbow jumper. It's not going to be a layup. Pajemski shot clock at 8. Moody catch and shoot. He was ready. Feet set, right in the pocket. Boom. Quick release and nailed the three. Sadiq Bey going to go to work himself. Wheels around to lay it up and in. Sadiq Bey, pretty solid take, and he's got 10.
First things first, finish this quarter strong. You turned it over.
Okay, now the Warriors have had some giveaways, and of course, Alvarado hits a three. That's what the game does to you. Good ball movement. Buddy on a reload three, and he dropped it in. So Buddy Hield his second field goal. Pajemski caught that on the run. Right to lay it up and in.
That's the .5 decision. He made it so quick because he sees Misi, the big man, is closing out.
Fear's going to hit that three. And Buddy Hield hitting a couple threes in a row.
Oh, Buddy Hield throwing up a heat check.
Draymond is back in. Nice lob to Jimmy.
Zion is just helping off in no man's land.
Finishing quarters, particularly at home. They did it in the first half, and Jimmy Butler's got 19.
Again, no play needed. I'm just taking it to Fears. Go at his life.
Post. Floating it up and in, and drawing the foul.
And the Warriors are in the zone now, back in this. This worked for them in the first half.
Fears left alone, and he just lasers that three. On the offense from Jimmy. That's the key in the second quarter. Will Richard catch and shoot three. Will Richard dropping in the triple. His first field goal of the night. Gowans, nice step around, nice finish.
Looney sent that last screen in there, clipped his man. He was ready to attack the rim no matter who was there.
Dominguez first three of the night. Sadiq Bey answers with a triple of his own. Dominguez going to launch another one and hit two in a row. He is the tallest player on the floor for the Pelicans. Pat Spencer will challenge him and float it right over him. Make a good closeout on Sadiq Bey initially. And Bey, using that strength, took him right to the rim, and Kuminga fouled him.
He's talking crazy, too.
Pajemski with a three. What a second half for Brandon. He's got 15. And GP2 drops the hammer.
The Gowans, his defender, just hesitates just a little bit. Look, he just kind of gets turned around, and Misi is too late. You set him up. Finish him.
Want to get it to Zion. They cleared a side there. Going to work on Draymond. Get to that strong left hand. Lay it up and out. GP2 with the rebound off the Draymond defense.
Draymond just moved his feet. No blow by.
Butler. Back to GP2 again. If you lose Gary, where is he?
Around the basket.
Can you add to the 6-point lead? Butler does and makes it an 8-point game. A 9-0 run. You're playing the clock as well as the Pelicans right now. Pajemski step around. GP2. Ball game. Zion right down the lane. So Dub Nation, they kind of exhorted the defense. They appreciated the effort.